Hi, I'm Emily Rose.
And I'm Dan Philgreen. Welcome to Shell Point Today for Tuesday, June 19th.
On today's show, we go looking for sunken treasure with Professor Adrian Kerr.
Something like 16 to 20 of these ships with guard galleons, as they were called, front and back, so that they would amass all this treasure once a year, take it back to Spain, and they would come into Cuba, and then they would set off in a train out of Cuba, coming up to the Florida Keys, then over towards Miami, picking up the Gulf Stream, and then that would take them over to Spain.
Anna Valle shows you the proper way to plank.
You're going to face the wall. You're going to place your hands about shoulder width apart, and you want all your fingers, including your thumb, in the front.
And we meet another amazing volunteer that keeps the community thrift store operating.
And it's not hard?
No, it's not hard.
Oh, okay, because some people shy away from the whole cashier thing.
No, I mean, you have to be aware of what prices are and what the categories are, but basically it's pretty simple.
Excellent.
We are venturing into the great beyond once again for this look back in history. It was June 19th, 1963, when Russian cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova was launched into orbit, becoming the first woman to ever travel to space. Aboard the Soviet vessel Vostok 6, she orbited the Earth 48 times as part of her 3-day mission in space. To this day, Tereshkova is the only woman to ever be on a solo space mission. She never returned to space, but that hasn't stopped her dreaming of traveling among the stars again. Even at the age of 81, Tereshkova has offered her services for a one-way trip to Mars should the opportunity arise.
We wanted to remind everyone that happening today at 1:30 in the Oak Room is the CapTel presentation for the hearing impaired. Here you will learn all about how these devices can transcribe your conversation and present them on bright display windows. Outreach representatives will be on hand to answer all your questions regarding the Captioned telephone systems. It's an important presentation for anyone suffering from any hearing ailments.
Also happening today is the special organ concert from acclaimed musician Ned Spain. You may know him as the longtime staff organist from the hit television quiz show Pitfall. Spain brings his decades of talented organ work in a unique and talented performance that you won't want to miss. Make sure you secure a seat inside the Woodlands Atrium at 6 p.m. and enjoy this eclectic organ concert.
Tomorrow it's the next Women's Connection meeting happening at 10 a.m. in the hospitality room on the island. These gatherings have been important in discussing the issues facing the women of Shell Point, as well as planning some of the fantastic events the group have brought to the community. If you are new to Shell Point and want a fun way to stay informed and get involved, then make your way to tomorrow's Women's Connection meeting.
Also happening tomorrow is the Shell Point Library Open House. Stop by the Island Commons between 10 a.m. and noon and learn about all that the library offers. The amazing volunteers will guide you through the wide array of books, DVDs, audiobooks, and more. You'll also be able to secure your own library card and get started on your summer reading list. This is a great opportunity to familiarize yourself with a staple of the Shell Point community and pick up a newly released novel as well.
Looking ahead to next week, where on Monday you can catch a viewing of the latest entry in the Ding Darling documentary series. The next feature is Turtle, The Incredible Journey. Follow the adventures of a loggerhead turtle who ventures 9,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean, all in the effort to return to the Florida breeding grounds where she was born. It's a riveting adventure about one of the special animals that calls the Sunshine State home. So grab your popcorn and head to the Grand Cypress Room at 12:30 to enjoy the show.
Planking is a great way to get toned and stay in shape. But are you doing it properly? Here's Anna Valle with today's Fit Tip to ensure you're properly planking.